What is up, YouTube? It's RSmario here, bringing you another Pokemon Switch video. Alright, so I usually don't report on rumors too often, because usually, one, by the time I get the rumor, it's old, because, you know, I'm a slave to the system. The other reason is because usually these rumors try to be fake. And Pokemon specifically, like, there's like a bajillion fake Pokemon rumors out there. It's kind of hard to pick up something that's real, specifically something coming off 4chan. But then something happened. An Italian leaker by the name of Puke, yep, we have went from Chinese leakers to Italian leakers now, has leaked a bunch of information, or some information about the game. Supposedly he's a translator, he's translating the scripts from the game, and he leaked some information. It's pretty interesting here. So it looks like the region might possibly be based on Sri Lanka. Now that was not a quote from Puke. That was actually something I think that people kind of came up with compiling the information he has. He said there's an airport in the game, so I'm guessing maybe you can fly to somewhere else, but no, more than likely it's going to be a dud like the train station in X and Y. So, you know, there's a turbo mechanic, so the new mechanic for the game that boosts the stats of weaker Pokemon. So something similar to a not Mega Evolution, but like a Z move. Like if you use Z moves on a stat boosting move. Something like that. It says the main, I guess the legendaries involve Snake Brothers, or two snakes. That sounds like something that's involved with like the Zodiac or Buddhism, or either this dude just finished watching Juni Taisen and that's just how he made the leak. As the evil team is building a huge town to attract people from the villages and empty out the island. Not quite sure what's going on with that, why they need everybody in one place. Maybe to rob them, maybe they're gonna sacrifice them and open up a portal to God, I don't know. But there's also, it said there's a rock Eevee and a flying Eevee, which is interesting, you know, and you're gonna see that in a minute too. It said you can fly to a region based on the US, which that seems kind of interesting. Another 2-region game, but I mean, okay. The golf carts are in the game because there are a lot of golf carts and golf courses. This is the connection that people have made to Sri Lanka, because there's a lot of golf courses in Sri Lanka. Also, there is a big grass legendary, and I'm thinking that if that's possible, it could be related to a Buddhist statue known as, I'm gonna butcher this, sorry if like the one Sri Lankan dude that watches my channel, Avukana Buddha, or the Avukana Buddha statue. It's a Buddha statue that's standing on like a big like what is this, lotus. It's standing on a big lotus. So maybe, because they also said that there was a legendary that was made after a statue. So this could be that. You know, they could be, the legendary Pokemon could be a reference to that statue. Because it is, you know, the legendary is supposed to be a grass type, and there's a legendary based on a statue. Put them together, I mean, that's what you get. There's some other things here, like, there is a, let's see. Team. So the villainous team wants to steal someone's money. So I mean, from that, it seems like maybe the town is like a tourist attraction, and these guys are robbers. I mean, that would kind of fit with Sri Lanka, because I mean, Sri Lanka does have a lot of tourists and pilgrim attractions because of the big Buddhist area. You know, Buddhist pilgrims go to Sri Lanka. So maybe, you know, there would definitely be people there looking to rob tourists and pilgrims. Let's see. Alright, so there's a jungle boy named Sylvan, who is being manipulated by someone else. So, I mean, he could try to rob you. more references there, like Sylvan could try to rob you and fail and end up being your friend, but he's being manipulated by whoever runs the evil team, because that's how they're robbing people. That would be pretty interesting. Let's see. He said something to do with Spinnin, like maybe assuming Pokemon have different patterns, which I mean that's okay. The starters are described like this. He said that one of them, it has fire in its eyes. Okay. The other one says, I heard females have bigger ears. And the other one is, I wonder which is its real face. So this one kind of reminds me of a fake I saw of like this grass bear. And it was like a cave bear, and it was like grass electric. And what it would do is it had this design on its face so that it could use this electric power to light up the design like a jack-o'-lantern. And if you walk up to the cave and he lights it up, it looks like there's a big scary monster. So it's like, which one is his actual face? But I don't think that's it though. Let's see. Now it said that the beta name for the game is Pokemon U and Pokemon Me, which is interesting. I don't think they'll name them Pokemon U and Me. That sounds kind of lame. Then we get to some really kind of specific stuff, like changes to abilities. Specifically, Overgrowth, Blaze, and Torrent have been revamped and now applies to all Pokemon and moves of either of their types getting boosted by when you hit 1/3 HP. So, which is interesting, and it actually adds starters now have a flat boost of 1.25 to their attack, being grass, water, or fire. So think of it like if your starter gets down to 1/3 health, instead of boosting just their fire, water, or grass attack, it will boost all the fire, water, and grass attacks on your team, which is kind of broken. Especially if you couple that with things like, you know, Mega Rayquaza or any other Pokemon with abilities that boost moves. That's kind of broken. But I can see that coming from Pokemon. But yeah, I mean, there are more rumors out there. Like, another rumor popped up while I was editing this video that I might cover. You know, I might cover that a little bit later. But yeah, what do you think about this? You think they're fake? I'm calling BS on it, but he is pretty specific. Like, he actually had a picture of the software suite that he uses in his office, and I'm like, that's insane. Because I know, I mean, office I work in, like, if you take a picture of yourself, one, if you take a picture of your computer, you're gonna get fired. But two, if they can identify what department you work in depending on the suite you use. So, good luck to you, dude. But that's about it for this. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, folks, keep it real.